Nutrition and Athletic Performance by Andrade, Caio Camara, Cobo, Moritz Gehlhaus, and Gonzalez. On our project, we're going to talk about 5 subtopics: professional athletes' diet, diet's influence on athletic performance, Novak Djokovic's diet, Lionel Messi's diet, and nutrition of student athletes. Nutrition is a key role for athletes. In theory, all athletes, whatever is their sport, have a basic diet that attends their basic needs. Eating regular meals at constant intervals during the day ensures that professional athletes are getting enough nutrition, eating consistently, balance their blood sugar levels, and maintaining a healthy hormonal environment. Usually, professional athletes make 6 smaller, balanced meals that are ideal for them to achieve their maximum performance. Differently from regular people or amateur athletes, professional athletes have a special need for macronutrients that are carbs, proteins, and fats. Carbs are particularly important for professional athletes due to their need for complex carbohydrates. Glucose is the primary fuel for the body during strenuous activities, which in turn is converted by the body to glycogen, which the body uses as energy. Proteins are important for athletes due to the fact that they require, daily, twice the amount that an average adult male requires. Protein provides essential amino acids that the body utilizes during training and to aid in recovery, and helps repair cells and muscle tissues that are damaged in physical activity. Fats are also really important to athletes. Some professional athletes use fat as their main source of energy. Fats are divided in 3 groups: unsaturated, saturated, and transaturated fatty acids. Saturated fats should be kept to a minimum, while unsaturated fats should form the bulk of your fatty acid intake. These unsaturated fats are a secondary source of energy during exercise and have an important role in the production of hormones, including those required for maximum performance, such as growth hormone and adrenaline. Besides the 3 main macronutrients, professional athletes also have a special need for micronutrients. These include vitamins and minerals found in foods. They're responsible for everything from the effective production of glycogen to maintaining healthy bones, from protecting cell damage to maintain eyesight. Finally, athletes not only have to care about the type of food that they eat, but also on how they eat their food. Athletes usually make meals every 3 hours, each one of them with their particularities on their diets, with the types of food that makes them reach their top performance. Cabo.
After doing some research, we found several viewpoints of how diet affects athletes' performance. As we know, sports require a lot of energy in order to perform in the court. While inadequate calories and nutrients can damage even the most conditioned athlete, the right balance of energy and macronutrients will help every athlete to perform their best. In so, we focus to find out the influence of these nutrients and calories. Caloric intake is probably the most important aspect of sport nutrition. We have to know that a calorie is a unit of energy used by your body to fuel all body functions and activities. The higher an athletic activity level, the higher the calorie requirement should be. Inadequate calorie intake can cause athletes to feel slow and weak and negatively affect coordination and concentration. Training and competition require large amounts of energy, which comes from carbohydrates, fats, and protein in your body. If you don't know how to consume enough of these macronutrients from your diet, your body will not be able to perform at the top level of performance. Strength training depends primarily on carbohydrates for energy. Your muscles break down their own protein to fuel themselves during intense training. Endurance training consumes both fats and carbohydrates. Also, unintended and potentially dangerous weight changes can occur with poor nutrition. With continued training, you will lose muscle mass without correct nutrition. You may gain weight or lose body fat at an unhealthy pace as well, depending on your particulars of your diet, training, and genetics.
One perfect example of how diet can influence your performance is the world's number one tennis player, Novak Djokovic. In 2010, Djokovic's doctor, Igor Setosevic, noticed that Novak was suffering many mid-match collapses during his matches, and after a few exams, he discovered that Djokovic was sensitive to gluten, a protein found in wheat and other bread grains. Only 12 months after changing his diet, Novak became number one in the world, a position he was trying unsuccessfully to reach since 2007. The effects of the diet are clearly seen in his performance on the court. Djokovic is faster, more flexible, his endurance and stamina are better, and his mental game improved incredibly. Thanks to his diet, Djokovic is able to play a 4-hour match on his full potential at all times. The key to the diet Djokovic now follows is the absence of both gluten, which is present in most foods, and dairy products. He also cuts out as much sugar as possible. The world number one's diet is based on vegetables, beans, white meat, fruits, nuts, seeds, lentils, and healthy oils. His dedication to his diet is so extraordinary that he spent 18 months without eating chocolate. Djokovic has 5 healthy portioned meals in a day instead of 3 heavy ones, and fills the mid-morning and post-lunch snack slots with gluten-free versions of toast and crackers, fruits and nuts, and some almond butter. Lunch and dinner are protein-packed meals including white meat like chicken, fish, gluten-free pasta, and lots of vegetables. From being a player with a suspect fitness, Djokovic has become the greatest athlete in the world tennis, combining stamina and strength with extraordinary speed and flexibility. He became world number one in 2011 and has stayed there most of the times ever since.
Another famous athlete with nutrition problems is Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi, one of the world's best soccer players, had some nutrition problems 2 years ago. He threw up during a lot of matches. The doctors were very worried about his health. He went to many doctors and nobody could tell him why this was happening. Argentinian team doctor said in an interview with Marca, one of the most famous sport newspaper from Spain, this: one cause can be physical and or mental strain. The change in time zone, jet lag, and changes in diet also take a toll. Sometimes when people change their eating habits, it can trigger intolerance leading to nausea and vomiting. After getting tired of these problems, Lionel Messi talked with a famous doctor at Milan, Italy. This doctor gave him a strict diet and eliminated processed foods and replaced them by food rich in vitamins, cereals, vegetables, fish, and olive oil. No more soft drinks, only water. Sugar and red meat was prohibited. Red meat can be pork, old beef, beef, and veal. After these changes in the diet of Lionel Messi, he could regain his performance significantly, and he and his team could get the three most important championships of the country and the continent.
Now I'm going to talk about the nutrition of student athletes. Student athletes encounter many challenges during their season. Busy schedules often result in skipped meals or snacks and eating on the run. Late night homeworks limit sleep before another morning workout. Many athletes suffer from impaired concentration and limited energy, performance, and recovery because they don't eat right. And student athlete basically has to follow 5 important points. Don't skip breakfast, eat a balanced lunch, plan a pre-workout snack, eat a balanced dinner, fuel and hydrate during workouts, plan ahead. A day with a good breakfast is the key to maintaining optimal energy and achieving ideal weight. Eating a balanced breakfast increases metabolism, improves concentration, and provides energy for the morning hours. Many student athletes use lunch break as a social hour instead of fueling their bodies for afternoon classes and sports practice. A balanced lunch includes food from each of the following groups: starches, grains, meat, protein, fruits, vegetables, milk, dairy. Athletes should eat every 3 or 4 hours to maintain promote optimal energy. Planning a pre-event snack can help athletes sustain energy throughout their practice session. Many athletes experience a decreased appetite after a hard workout and prefer to graze on snacks instead of eating a balanced dinner. This can limit both nutrition and recovery. For a balanced lunch, you should include foods from each of the following groups: starches, grains, meat, protein, fruits and vegetables, milk and dairy. Student athletes need to maintain optimal hydration by having water and sports drinks available during workouts. Aim to consume about 16 to 24 ounces of fluid per hour during practices lasting 60 minutes or more. For workouts lasting more than 90 minutes, include a source of carbs in the form of sports drinks, sports bars, gels, or high carbohydrate foods. Another important point is to plan ahead if you have tough schedule. Try to cook food for the week, bring snacks to school, and try to follow the other points as good as possible. In general, we can say that an athlete's performance is based on much more than just hard work and practice. Another very important aspect of an athlete's performance is the nutrition, which results in better performance physically and also mentally. Thanks for watching and stay healthy.